Now, they have given x bar equal to 53, y bar equal to 28, b by x minus 1.2, bxy minus 0.3. The first question is you have to find the correlation coefficient. So we have the correlation coefficient which is denoted by r equal to plus or minus root of byx into bxy, r equal to plus or minus root of, I think, byx minus 1.2, bxy minus 0.3, that is equal to plus or minus root of, minus into minus will give you plus 1.2, I'll write it as 12 by 10, 0.3, I'll write it as 3 by 10, r equal to plus or minus root of 36 upon 100, r equal to plus or minus, this will become 6 by 10, so r equal to plus or minus 0.6, since byx and bxy both are negative, r equal to minus 0.6. So whenever you have got byx and bxy both being negative, the value of r will also be negative. So we are done the first sum. So now we can go for the second sum. I think you want to estimate y. If you have to find the value for y, you have to find the regression line of y on x. If you have to find the value of x, use the regression line of x1 by 2. First you should ask yourself as to which equation you want to find. If you have to find the value of y, first you find the regression line of y on x. After having done it, substitute the value by x equal to 50 in that equation. So I want to estimate the value for y. So this is the first part. Second part, I want to find the value of y. So I will go for the regression line of y on x, which is y minus y bar, b by x, x minus x bar. I know the value for y bar, I know the value for x bar, and I know the value for b by x. So I'll just put the values. So I'll say y minus, what is the value for y bar? 28. b by x, which is minus 1.2. What is the value for x bar? 53. So I get this as y minus 28 equal to minus 1.2x, minus into minus will give you plus, 12 3s are 36, 12 5s are 60, 60 and 3 will give you 63, the answer will be 63.6. So y equal to minus 1.2x plus 63.6 plus 28. So you get y equal to 1.2x plus 91.6. The main question is you have to estimate the value for y when x equal to 50. So I will write here estimated value of y when x equal to 50. So what I will do is, if I want to find the value of y, I will have to use regression line of y on x. This is the regression line of y on x which I have found. So what I can do is, I will substitute, I get y equal to minus 1.2x plus 91.6, y equal to minus 1.2 into 50 plus 91.6, y equal to, I think this is minus 60 plus 91.6, so y will be equal to 31.6. Now let's go for the third part, estimate x when y equal to 5. Since I want to find the value of x, I will have to use the regression line of x on y. So I will start with the regression line of x on y, which is x minus x bar bxy y minus y bar. I think x bar is 53, bxy minus 0.3, y minus 28, x minus 53 equal to minus 0.3y plus this will be 8.4, x will be equal to minus 0.3y plus 8.4 plus 53. So x will be minus 0.3y, 53 and 8, which is 61. I get it as 61.4. We have found the regression line of x on y, but they are telling you to estimate the value of x when y equal to 25. So I will write here estimated value of x when y equal to 25, that is x equal to minus 0.3 into 25 plus 61.4, x equal to minus 7.5 plus 61.4, x will be equal to 61.4 minus 7.5, 14 minus 5 is 9, 10 minus 7 is 3. I think the value will be 53.9. N equal to 20, x bar is 199, y bar equal to 94, sigma x minus x bar the whole square 1200, sigma y minus y bar the whole square 300, sigma x minus x bar into y minus y bar equal to 250. You have to find the regression line of y on x, you have to find the regression line of x on y, and you have to find the correlation coefficient. Let's start with the regression line of y on x. Regression line of y on x is defined as y minus y bar b by x, x minus x bar. So I think y bar we know, x bar we know. I think you have to find the value for b by x equal to, as per the details given here, I think we can use the formula sigma x minus x bar into y minus y bar upon last alphabet is x, so sigma x minus x bar the whole square. So we get, upon n, even if you don't write n it is okay because n and n as such it will get cancelled. So b by x will be equal to minus 250, n is 20 divided by x minus x bar the whole square, that is 1200 divided by 20, 20 cut, you get minus 25 upon 1200. Next is we have to find the regression line of x on y, which is defined as x minus x bar bxy y minus y bar. So we have to find the value for bxy. Looking at the data given here, I think the best formula to use is sigma x minus x bar into y minus y bar upon n, the whole upon sigma y minus y bar the whole square upon n. I think this is minus 250 upon 20, 300 upon 20, cut, 0, 0 cut. I think you get this as minus 5 by 6. So the equation will be x minus x bar bxy y minus y bar, x minus, what is x bar? 199 minus 5 by 6, y minus y bar is 94. So you get 6 inside the bracket, x minus 199 equal to minus 5, y minus 94, 6x minus 1144 equal to minus 5y plus 470, 6x plus 5i minus 1144 minus 470 equal to 0. 6x plus 5i, this is 4, this is 1, this is 6 minus 1614 equal to 0. The third part is you have to find the correlation coefficient, which is r equal to plus or minus root of byx into bxy. I think the value for byx we got minus 5 by 24 and bxy we got it as 5 by 6. So we get r equal to plus or minus root of, this is 25 upon 144, r equal to plus or minus, I think this is 5 by 12. Since b by x and bxy both are negative, because this is negative, bxy is negative, byx is also negative, therefore r equal to minus 5 by 12. Now let's take an example. The values of x are 42, 43, 47, 48. The values of y are 36, 39, 31, 34. I try to total x column, I get the total as 180. I total the y column, I get it as 140. I try to find the value of x bar and y bar. X bar is sigma x upon n, y bar is sigma y upon n. So sigma x upon n means 180 upon 4, which is 45, and sigma y upon n, which is 140 upon 4, which is 35. Now I try to make a column x minus x bar. I do 42 minus 45, which is minus 3, 43 minus 45, minus 2, 47 minus 45, positive 2, 48 minus 45 is positive 3, the total is 0. 36 minus 35, which is 1, 39 minus 35, 4, 31 minus 35, minus 4, 34 minus 35, minus 1, I think the total is 0. So the meaning of this is, if x bar and y bar are integers, then sigma x minus x bar will be equal to 0 and sigma y minus y bar will be equal to 0. Let's take another example. The values of x has been given and the values of y are given. I try to find out x bar and I try to find out y bar. So x bar I am getting 48.25, y bar I am getting 34.25. They are non-integers. So in the previous exercise when we did non-integers, I think we made an assumption that a equal to 45 and b equal to 34, wherein I said that u equal to x minus a and b equal to y minus b. So u probably is equal to x minus 45 and b is probably y minus 34. So we make a column for u. U is nothing but x minus a. X minus a means x minus 45. B is nothing but y minus b, y minus 34. So 42 minus 45, which is minus 3, 43 minus 45 is minus 2, 47 minus 45 is positive 2, and 49 minus 45 is positive 4. Total of this, I think the total is 1. B is y minus 34, so 36 minus 34, which is 2, 39 minus 34, which is 5, 31 minus 34, minus 3, again this is minus 3. I think the total is positive 1. So what you notice is, if x bar and y bar are integers, the total of x minus x bar and y minus y bar are 0. If x bar and y bar are non-integers, then the total of u and v will not be 0. So if x bar and y bar are integers, x minus x bar and y minus y bar total will be 0. And if x bar and y bar are non-integers, then the total of u and v will not be 0. Why I am trying to explain you this is because if you look at this sum, I think this is xi minus 70. So you can assume that this is x minus x bar. You can also assume that this is x minus a. And yi minus 60, this you can assume it as y minus y bar, or you can also assume it to be as y minus b. Now you have to take a choice whether you have to take it as y minus y bar or maybe x minus x bar, or whether you have to take it as x minus a and y minus b. अगर ये x माइनस एक्स बार y माइनस y बार टाइप रहता था ना, तो इसका टोटल जीरो आना बनता है. देखो ना, x माइनस एक्स बार का टोटल और y माइनस y बार का टोटल जीरो आना चाहिए. Here we are not getting zero. That means this is not this is the deviation not taken from the actual means. In fact, it is taken from the assumed means. Assumed mean means 45.25. We are taking it as 45. 34.25. We are taking it as 34. So when you take 45.25 as 45 and 34.25 if you take it as 34, that means you are not taking the actual mean. You are taking the assumed mean. अगर actual mean लेगा तो x माइनस एक्स बार का टोटल जीरो ही आएगा, y माइनस वाई बार का टोटल जीरो ही आएगा. अजम्पशन मार के करेगा तो x माइनस एक्स बार का टोटल जीरो नहीं आएगा और y माइनस वाई बार का टोटल जीरो नहीं आएगा, बिकॉज x माइनस एक्स बार है ही नहीं, वो x माइनस a है और दूसरा y माइनस b है. सो दिस इज नॉट x माइनस एक्स बार, दिस इज x माइनस a. अगर ये x माइनस एक्स बार रहेगा ये टोटल जीरो रहेगा और y माइनस वाई बार रहेगा तो ये टोटल जीरो रहेगा. व्हाट यू डू इज you look at the previous example, wherever we had done problems related to x minus x bar and y minus y bar and x minus x bar the whole square, y minus y bar the whole square, x minus x bar into y minus y bar, wherever we have made that column में check करो x minus x bar का total zero ही रहेगा. Therefore, u equal to x minus 70, v equal to y माइनस 60, क्योंकि ये x माइनस एक्स बार रहेगा ना उसका टोटल जीरो ही आएगा. अगर जीरो नहीं आ रहा है तो वो इट इज नॉट द डेविएशन टेकन फ्रॉम द एक्चुअल मीन, इट इज अ डेविएशन दैट इज द डिफरेंसेस व्हिच हैज बीन टेकन फ्रॉम द अज्यूम्ड मीन. सो आई विल से दैट a इक्वल टू 70 and b इक्वल टू 60. देयरफॉर सिग्मा xi minus 70 equal to sigma xi minus 70 is u, which is equal to minus 35. Sigma yi minus 60, that is equal to sigma v, that is minus 7. Then sigma xi minus 70 the whole square is sigma u square, which is 2989. Sigma yi minus 60 the whole square is nothing but sigma v square, which is equal to 476. And sigma xi minus 70 yi minus 60 is nothing but sigma uv, which is equal to 1064. Last time I'll explain again. अगर ये x माइनस एक्स बार टाइप रहता था ना तो इसका टोटल जीरो रहेगा और y माइनस वाई बार टोटल रहेगा तो इसका आंसर जीरो रहेगा. तो दिस इज नॉट जीरो, यानी कि इसका मतलब है कि 70 इज अ राउंडेड ऑफ मीन. राउंडेड ऑफ मीन मींस a एंड 60 इज अ राउंडेड ऑफ मीन ऑफ द y सीरीज मीन 60 पॉइंट कुछ आएगा उसको राउंड ऑफ करके 60 करेंगे, इसके लिए उसका टोटल जीरो नहीं आता. अगर x बार और y बार 70 और 60 रहता था तो 100% this total would have been zero. अगर ये x minus x bar y minus y bar total zero है उसका मतलब है कि the deviation is taken from actual mean. उसका मतलब है x minus x bar कॉलम बनाया रहेगा और y minus y bar कॉलम बनाया रहेगा. लेकिन अगर वो जीरो नहीं आ रहा है यानी कि वो u और v का सम है. Got it? The first question is you have to find the regression line of y on x. तो फॉर्मूला क्या रहेगा y on x का? y minus y bar d by x minus x bar. So what is the value for y bar? Don't say it is 60 because it is the assumed mean. तो कैसा करेगा? Y bar is not given. So now you know the formula b equal to y minus b. I hope you know this formula. And you also know a formula u equal to x minus a. Do you know this formula? I think we have used it for solving this. This is x minus a here, and this is y minus b. So same way I'll say that v bar equal to y bar minus b. So what is v bar? V bar का formula is sigma v upon n, which is equal to y bar minus b. B is 60. What is sigma v minus 7? They have given that the number of pairs of observation is 7. That is equal to y bar minus 60. ये कट हो जाएगा. minus 1 equal to y bar minus 60. I think your y bar has to be equal to 59. u equal to x minus a, so u bar equal to x bar minus a bar. हम लोग क्यों कर रहे हैं मालूम है? बिकॉज इधर अपने को y bar और x bar का वैल्यू चाहिए और अपने पास y bar और x bar है ही नहीं, तो जनरली द फॉर्मूले फॉर y bar is sigma y upon n, लेकिन इधर sigma y और sigma x नहीं है, इधर sigma u and sigma v. So this is new which you have done. This is the board question which has come previously. So try to give your best attempt to practice it properly. Sigma b upon n, that is equal to x bar minus a, which is 70. Sigma u, I think, which is minus 35 upon 7 equal to x bar minus 70. So you get this as minus 5 plus 70 equal to x bar. X bar will be equal to 65. Actually क्या हुआ रहेगा मालूम है? तुम्हारा x bar 65 आया रहेगा और y bar 59 आया रहेगा, लेकिन उन लोग instead of taking 65 they have taken 70 and instead of taking 59 they have taken 60. So अगर 65 को 70 करेगा तो वो assumed हो गया और 59 को 60 करेगा तो assumed हो गया. That means these are the deviations which are taken from the assumed means and not from the actual means. So now I think we can go for the regression line of y on x, which is y minus y bar equal to b by x, x minus x bar. I think I know y bar and x bar, so I think I can go for b by x. B by x is bvu, which is equal to sigma uv upon n minus sigma u upon n sigma v upon n, the whole upon last alphabet is u, that means this will be sigma u square upon n minus sigma u upon n the whole square. So bvu equal to sigma uv uv 1064 upon 7 sigma u, I think that is minus 35 upon 7 sigma v minus 7 upon 7, the whole upon sigma u square. Sigma u square is 2989 upon 7 minus sigma u upon n the whole square is minus 35 upon 7 the whole square, 0.36. Now we can find regression line of y on x, y minus y bar, which is b by x and x minus x bar. Y minus y bar is here, excuse me, and x bar is here. So y minus 59 equal to 0.36, x minus 65. So we get y minus 59 equal to 0.36x minus 23.4. You get y equal to 0.3x minus 23.4 plus 59 plus 35.6. See, they have given advertising expenditure as x, sales is given as y, and both are in lakhs. Mean is given as 10 and 90, standard deviation is given as 3 and 12, and correlation coefficient is given as 0.8. So what we will do is we will convert this entire data into statistical symbols. So mean का मतलब x bar, which is 10, mean of the y series, that is 90. This is standard deviation of x, which is 3. Then you got standard deviation of y equal to 12, and correlation coefficient is r, which is 0.8. Now the first question is find out both the regression lines. So we will find the regression line of y on x. So regression line of y on x is defined as y minus y bar b by x, x minus x bar. I think we already know what is x bar, we already know it is y bar. So we have to find the value for b by x. B by x के लिए the best formula to use is r into standard deviation of y upon standard deviation of x. That is the fourth formula. So r, which is 0.8, standard deviation of y, which is 12, and standard deviation of x is 3. So this goes 4 times. I think the answer for this will be 3.2. So my equation is y minus y bar b by x, x minus x bar. So y minus y bar is here, which is 90, b by x 3.2, and x bar is 10. I get this as y minus 90 equal to 3.2x minus 32. So I get y equal to 3.2x minus 32 plus 90. So you get y equal to 3.2x plus 58. Let's find the regression line of x on y, which is defined as x minus x bar bxy y minus y bar. We know x bar and y bar. Bxy equal to r into standard deviation of x upon standard deviation of y. R is given as 0.8. Standard deviation of x is 3 and this is 12, which is standard deviation of y. I think I get 0.8 into 1 by 4. The answer is 0.2. So I will say that my equation is x minus x bar bxy y minus y bar, x minus x bar 10 bxy 0.2 y minus y bar, which is 90. So you get x minus 10 equal to 0.2y minus 18 आएगा. X minus 10 equal to 0.2y minus 18. So x equal to 0.2y minus 8. The next question is, you have to find the estimated sales when the advertising expenditure is 15 lakhs. Estimated sales means you have to find the estimated value of y when advertising expenditure x is 15. And then we want to estimate y when x equal to 16. So first you have to ask a question, you want to find the value of y. Therefore you have to use regression line of y on x. So what is the regression line of y on x? The regression line of y on x is y equal to 3.2x plus 58. अपने को क्या चाहिए? अपने को y का वैल्यू चाहिए. y का वैल्यू चाहिए तो you have to use regression line of y on x. तो उसमें what I will do is I will substitute x equal to 15. So we get y equal to 3.2 into 15 plus 58. I think this is 48 plus 58. 48 and 58 is 106. Therefore the sales will be rupees 106 lakhs. Next is you have to estimate your advertising expenditure, which is x when the sales is 120 lakhs means y equal to 120 lakhs. That means we have to estimate x when y equal to 120. X का वैल्यू चाहिए, use regression line of x on y. X equal to 0.2y plus 8. What you do is substitute y equal to 120. So we get x equal to 0.2 into 120 plus 8. X equal to 32. Therefore, advertising expenditure will be rupees 32 lakhs. So the regression line of x1 y is x equal to 0.2y minus 8. I will substitute y equal to 120, x equal to 0.2 into 120 minus 8. I think this is 24 minus 8, that is equal to 16. Therefore the advertising expenditure will be rupees 16 lakhs. Number of observation is 15. It means that n equal to 15. Sample mean of the x series is 25. Mean means x bar. So x bar equal to 25. Sample mean of y series means y bar equal to 18. Sum of the squares of deviations of x series. Sum का मतलब है sigma. Square का मतलब है कुछ तो होल स्क्वायर, deviation का मतलब है difference, तो sum means sigma, square means something the whole square, deviation means difference, deviation means दो चीज का difference, तो it is the deviation taken from mean ना, तो it is x minus x bar the whole square which is 136, ये check करना। sum का मतलब sigma, square means whole square, deviation का मतलब difference taken from y series means y minus y bar the whole square equal to 150, sum का मतलब sigma, product means we have to multiply two things, deviation means minus minus, from x and y series means this is x minus x bar, this is y minus y bar, that is equal to 123. We have to obtain the regression line of x on y. So what is the regression line of x on y? X minus x bar, bxy, y minus y bar. X bar is already given as 25, y bar is given as 18, bxy, as per the information given, it is x minus x bar the whole square, y minus y bar the whole square, x minus x bar into y minus y bar. So we have to use the formula sigma x minus x bar into y minus y bar upon n, the whole upon sigma y minus y bar the whole square upon n. So x minus x bar into y minus y bar, which is 123, n here 15, sigma y minus y bar the whole square, which is 150 upon 15. I think the answer is 0.8 or 15 cut. So x minus x bar, which is 25, equal to 0.82, y minus y bar is 18, x minus 25 equal to 0.82y minus 14.76, so x will be 0.82y plus 10.24, because 14.76 and 25, if you take the difference, I think you get 10.24. Question number 7, they have given the x column and the y column. This is mean, this is standard deviation, this is r, which is correlation coefficient, and you have to estimate y when x equal to 10 and estimate x when y equal to 15. So first what we will do is we will convert all the data into statistical symbols. So I think we get x bar equal to 25, y bar equal to 20, standard deviation of x equal to 4, standard deviation of y equal to 3, and correlation coefficient r, which is 0.5. So having converted all the data in terms of statistical symbols, first we will try to see what we have to find. You have to estimate y. अगर y का वैल्यू चाहिए तो you have to go for the regression line of y on x, which is defined as y minus y bar b by x, x minus x bar. So already we know x bar, we already know y bar, so we have to find the value for, we have to find the value for b by x, which is r into standard deviation of y upon standard deviation of x. R is 0.5, standard deviation of y is 3, standard deviation of x is 4. I think the answer is 0.375. So let's find the equation. Y minus y bar, which is 20, b by x 0.375, x minus x bar, which is 25. We get y minus 20 equal to 0.375x minus, this is 9.375, y equal to 0.375x minus 9.375 plus 20. So we get y equal to 0.375x plus 10.625. We have to estimate y when x equal to 10. So I will say that estimated value of y when x equal to 10. So you get y equal to 0.375 into 10 plus 10.625. We get y equal to 3.75 plus 10.625. Y equal to 14.375. Second sum is we have to estimate x when y equal to 16. So if you have to estimate x, first you find the regression equation of x on y, which is nothing but x minus x bar bxy y minus y bar. We already know x bar and y bar, so we can say that bxy equal to r into standard deviation of x upon standard deviation of y. R is 0.5 multiplied by standard deviation of x 4, standard deviation of y is 3. We get this as 0.67. So I will say that x minus x bar 25 equal to 0.67 y minus 20. So I get x minus 25 equal to 0.67y, and I think this is 13.4. X minus 25 equal to 0.67y minus 13.4, x equal to 0.67y plus I think we get 11.6. Estimated value of x when y equal to 16. So you get x equal to 0.67 into 16 plus 11.6. X equal to 22.32. X minus 25 equal to 0.67y minus 13.4. I think you take minus 25 to that side, become plus 25, you get 11.6. You have to estimate x when y equal to 16. To put the value of y as 16 here, so you get 0.67 into 16 plus 11.6. The answer will be x will be 22.32. They have given number of families is 50. Expenditure on accommodation is denoted by x. Expenditure on food and entertainment is denoted by y. They have given sigma x, sigma y, standard deviation of x, standard deviation of y, and r equal to 0.6. See, we have to estimate the expenditure on food and entertainment. If the we have to estimate the expenditure on food and entertainment if the expenditure on accommodation is 200. That means we have to estimate the expenditure on food and entertainment. Food and entertainment is y. So we have to find the value for y. So if you have to find the value for y, let's start with the regression line of y on x. Regression line of y on x is y minus y bar b by x followed by x minus x bar. So y bar will be equal to sigma y upon n, x bar will be equal to sigma x upon n, and b by x will be equal to r into standard deviation of y upon standard deviation of x. So sigma y is given as 9600, n is 50 here. So I hope the answer is 192. Sigma x upon n is, sigma x is 8500 divided by 50. The answer is 170. Okay. R is given as 0.6 multiplied by standard deviation of y is 20, standard deviation of x is 60, therefore the answer will be 0.2. Now I will say that y minus y bar equal to b by x, x minus x bar. What is y bar? 192. What is b by x? Check. 0.2. X minus x bar, which is 170. we get y minus 192 equal to 0.2x minus 34 आएगा. So we get y equal to 0.2x plus 192 minus 34. So we get y equal to 0.2x. This is 8 and 158. We have to estimate y when x equal to 200. So y equal to 0.2 into 200 plus 158. ये 40 रहेगा, ये 158 रहेगा. I think the answer will be 198. Regression coefficients and their properties. The first property is b by x into bxy equal to r square. We can prove this. You can write LHS, which is b by x into bxy. b by x is r into standard deviation of y upon standard deviation of x, and bxy is r into standard deviation of x upon standard deviation of y. You can cancel this, so ultimately you get this as r square. That is proved. That is equal to RHS. Further, I can say that if r square is equal to b by x into bxy, r is equal to plus or minus square root of b by x into bxy. R is positive if both b by x and bxy are positive. R is negative if both b by x and bxy are negative. Second property, if b by x is greater than 1, then bxy should be less than 1 and vice versa. Because if b by x is more than 1 and bxy is also more than 1. So if you multiply more than 1 means 1 से ज़्यादा रहेगा. Let us assume that b by x is 2 and we will assume that bxy is say 3. So if you multiply b by x into bxy and if you take the under root of it with plus or minus sign, I think that is equal to r. R will be equal to plus or minus root of b by x, which is 2, and bxy is 3. This is nothing but plus or minus root of 6, and root of 6 is definitely more than 1. So the value of r is always lying in the range of minus 1 and plus 1. So r is a correlation coefficient which lies between minus 1 and plus 1. So root of 6 अगर आएगा तो root of 6 is approximately 2.3. So root of 6 will definitely not lie in the range of minus 1 and plus 1. Therefore, if b by x is more than 1, then bxy has to be less than 1 and vice versa. The third property is the average of b by x and bxy, modulus of which is always greater than or equal to modulus of r. The next thing is, these are certain points which you have to remember for doing MCQs. If r is greater than 0, if r is greater than 0 means r is positive. If r is positive, it automatically means that b by x and bxy both has to be positive. If r equal to 0, it means that b by x and bxy both has to be 0. This is r is less than 0, then b by x and bxy both has to be less than 0, meaning if r is negative, it means that b by x and bxy both has to be negative. See, the question says that b by x plus bxy is equal to 1.3 and r equal to 0.75. So, solution. I hope you know that b by x plus bxy upon 2 is in a way related to r. We'll discuss it later. But first we'll find b by x plus bxy upon 2, that is nothing but 1.30 upon 2, that is equal to 0.65. The rule of correlation property says that modulus of b by x plus bxy upon 2 has to be greater than or equal to r. So now if you try to analyze, can I say that byx plus bxy upon 2, taking the modulus, maintaining it as positive, the answer is 0.65. So this answer has to be more than r. But what is the value of r given in the question? The value of r given in the question is 0.75. byx plus bxy upon 2, the answer is 0.65 and r is 0.75. Can I say that as per the properties of regression coefficient, the average of byx and bxy should be more than or equal to r? Can I say that the average of byx and bxy is 0.65 and r is 0.75? Can I say that therefore byx plus bxy upon 2, as per this question, can I say it is less than r? Therefore the data is inconsistent. But byx plus bxy upon 2 is less than r. Therefore the data is inconsistent. The question says that byx equal to bxy equal to 1.5. So I am writing this as byx equal to 1.5, bxy equal to 1.5 and r equal to 0.9. See, sometime back I had given a rule which says that if byx and bxy both are positive, what should be the value of r? R should also be positive. If byx and bxy both are negative, then r should also be negative. But can I say that byx is positive, bxy is positive, so obviously the value of r has to be positive. But what is the value given here? Negative. That is why the data is inconsistent. The explanation is, here the coefficient of regressions are positive, means the coefficient of regressions are byx and bxy are positive and the coefficient of correlation, which is r, is negative. But for data to be consistent, it is very clear that byx, bxy and r should be having the same sign. So can I say that byx is positive, bxy is positive, whereas r is negative? So all three are positive or all three are negative or all the three are zero. एक positive, एक negative ऐसा नहीं होता है. Therefore, the data is inconsistent. They have given byx 1.9, dxy minus 0.25. Here can I say that byx and bxy have different sign? Different sign means एक positive है, दूसरा negative है. But for the data to be consistent, can I say that byx, bxy and r? इसमें तो r नहीं है. So if you want, you can write for data to be consistent, byx and bxy should have the same sign. They are having different sign. Therefore, the data is inconsistent. byx 2.6, bxy 1.6. Can I say that byx is more than 1? Can I say that bxy is less than 1? बराबर. More than 1 means एक से ज़्यादा है. 1 upon 2.6 is a value which is less than 1, it will be 0 point something. So byx is more than 1, bxy is less than 1. That is one condition satisfied. Second is, are they both having the same sign? Yes, byx is positive, bxy is also positive. So that means r will be positive, hence the data is supposed to be consistent.